A few years ago, I stopped using the free website that my brokerage gave me, and I coughed up $159 a month to get my very own website. And the results were kind of shocking. If we haven't met yet, my name is Karin Carr. No, not that kind of Karen. And on this channel, I'm all about helping my fellow real estate agents be able to attract business rather than chase it, because chasing people who don't want to be chased kind of sucks. And friends don't let friends cold call. And in today's video, I'm going to share with you the secrets for getting business from your real estate website. Not just leads, not just prospects, people that turn into clients and closings and commission checks, so that you can start closing transactions from people that came into your world through your website. Oh, and did I mention none of this is by paying for ads? I know, kind of awesome, right? Now, before I get into the secrets of getting business from your website, we have to talk about the actual website itself. Can you use the website that your brokerage gives you? I mean, it's free. It looks really nice. Can you use it? I was with Remax for many years, then I was with Weichert, then Keller Williams, and I always used the website that the brokerage gave me. It was very attractive. It looked beautiful. It made me feel so legit. Somebody could come to my website, they would see that I was still in business, they would see all my designations and all the awards that I had won, and be so dazzled by my brilliance that they would call me and immediately hire me to list their house. But there was one huge flaw with that logic. Can you guess what it was? Right. They couldn't find me. Unless somebody Googled Karin Carr real estate agent in Atlanta, Georgia, they did not find me. They did not find the website. Unless I sent them the link to my website, no one ever saw it. So in 2016, I coughed up the money. I got my own website. I had to pay a pretty sizable setup fee in addition to the monthly hosting fee. And I figured, okay, I'll just try it for a few months. And if it's a complete waste of money, I'll just cancel and I won't continue the carnage, the bleeding. We'll just stop. Well, after a few months of having this website, my results were pretty surprising. No, beyond surprising, they were shocking. Shocking, I tell you. But I thought maybe my results were a fluke. So one day in my Facebook group, I asked a question. And by the way, if you're not a member of my Facebook group, you should totally go join it. It's called YouTube for Real Estate Agents. And you, along with your 15,000 closest friends, are able to join this Facebook group where we talk about videos and YouTube and funnels and getting business from your website and all of that stuff. So totally come and join us. But I digress. I took a poll and I asked, who has a website that your brokerage gives you? Not one that it's your own website, you do the hosting, they're just paying for it. It is a website that they are hosting and they let you use it. So it probably has the name of the brokerage in the URL itself. For example, agentname.kw.com or agentname.exprealty.com. I asked everyone to put the URL of their website in the comments. And then I took all of those comments and I put them in a spreadsheet because I am a data nerd. Then I went and I checked out all of these websites. I did a little bit of recon. I used one of my favorite resources for checking out how a website is performing. Now, mostly you can use it to scope out your competitors, check out their website, see how they are doing, and then figure out how you can take some of that content and make it better and steal a little bit of their market share. I love to do this. Is that wrong? Seriously, I check out what other agents in my market are doing, and I try to make it better so that I can take some of their market share and outrank them on Google and Bing and Yahoo and DuckDuckGo and all of the search engines. This tool is called Spyfu.com, and this is not a sponsored post. This is not an affiliate link. This is a website that I use that is free. They do have upgrades, so if you want to pay to get more features, you can. But the base version that's totally free is pretty darn awesome the way that it is. So I took every URL from the agents who said, here's my website. I plugged it into Spyfu and I gathered their results in my little spreadsheet. And do you know what I found? Every single website ranked for 0 organic keywords. Except for one. One person ranked for 1 keyword. Yay! But all of the other websites ranked for nothing. So I want you to take your website domain name. Is it karincarr.kw.com? What is your domain name? I want you to come to Spyfu and plug it in and see what happens. And if you come up with 0 results, what does this mean? It means that it looks really pretty, but it's not bringing you any business whatsoever. It's basically an online business card where if somebody knows the address and they go there, you're going to look professional. You're going to look legit. They're going to see that you are still in business. They will know the areas that you service, and they will see all of your fabulous contact information. But you will never show up in a Google search. Not ever. You're ranking for 0 keywords. You will not show up in a Google search. So if your ideal prospect goes to Google or Yahoo or Bing and they type in best realtor in Austin or moving to Savannah, Georgia, or how to sell my house in Detroit really fast, you will not show up in those search results with your website. And that, my friend, really sucks. So where is the value in that free website that you're getting from your brokerage? Having an online presence doesn't matter. That's like saying, I have a 5,000 square foot storefront on Rodeo Drive in Beverly Hills. My Uncle Fred owns the building and he gave me this retail space totally for free. I'm going to put my awesome clothes in there and I'm going to sell them all to these fancy housewives that are walking down Rodeo Drive with buku bucks to spend. Okay, nobody ever comes in the store. Nobody even opens the door. I never hear the bell tinkle. The only person who's ever come to my store was my next door neighbor, only because I told her where I'm located. So one day she was walking down the street and she opened the door and came in, but she didn't buy anything except a bracelet because she felt really bad for me. That's essentially what you have when you've got a website that your brokerage gives you. Yes, it was free. Yes, it looks pretty. How many transactions per year are you getting from that website where you can directly trace that lead back to your website? They say, I hired you because I found your website and I filled out a form and I was so dazzled by how awesome you are. I knew that you were the agent for me. Does that happen at all? Insert sad trombone sound effect right here. Now compare that to a website that you yourself control. You put great content on the site. It starts to rank in the search engines. People do a search, you show up at the top of the search, they click on it, they go to your website, they read that blog post, they read that article, they start poking around, they're searching for properties for sale, they're reading other blog posts that you've done. They're downloading ebooks and free guides and checklists, and suddenly you get a lead. Now, my website is pretty freaking awesome, if I do say so myself. I have an Easy Agent Pro website. I am a huge advocate for them because I've had it for 5 years and I get a crap ton of business from my website. They are very kind and gave me an awesome promo code to use. So if you need a website, check out easyagentpro.com. If you use promo code Karin, they're going to hook you up with all kinds of discounts and extra stuff for free, because they're just awesome like that. So I logged into my own website and I said, show me how many leads we got from June 1st to June 30th. And in those 30 days, we got 115 leads. Now, these are not leads that we bought that we have to chase and chase and chase because they don't know who we are and they don't care. No, they are people that probably came from either really great articles that we wrote or YouTube videos. And we drive traffic from YouTube to our website. They start poking around, they fill out a form, we get their name, their email, their phone number, and how soon are you looking to move? And then we get an email that says, congrats, you have a new lead. So in June alone, 115 leads just from our website. That doesn't even count the people that just picked up the phone and called me, or sent me an email, or went to our Facebook business page and messaged us through Facebook or through Instagram. This is only the people that filled out a form on my website. 115 leads in 30 days is roughly 3.8 leads per day, organic, without spending money on ads. I told you it was shocking. And pretty darn freaking awesome too. So now we know what type of website is not going to serve you well, what website is. In my opinion, you really want to have a website that is built on WordPress. WordPress is the industry standard, and you have the best chance of just ranking at the top of the search engine search results. And that's really what it comes down to, right? Now you can look at building your own with Squarespace or Wix or something like that, but I'm just going to recommend that you go with WordPress. If you do WordPress, we got 3 different options. You can A, do it yourself. B, I'm holding up fingers for numbers and I'm saying A, B. I feel like the kid from Home Alone where he said A, 2, and D.
For 3 reasons. A, 2, and D.
So if you go with a WordPress website, you got a few options. 1, you can do it yourself. You can buy a template. You're going to build it all out yourself. It can be very simple, but it will do what you need it to do, and it will be built on WordPress. The pros of this, it costs next to nothing. The cons, you got to do it all yourself, and it is time consuming. And as a rule, we are not web programmers, so we really don't know what we're doing. And would you rather just have somebody else do it for you so you don't have to spend the time to do it yourself? Option number 2, you can have somebody build you a custom website. It will be beautiful. It will do whatever you want it to do. It's going to have a lot of really amazing features. The downside is it's going to cost you thousands of dollars. If you hire someone to build you a custom website, it ain't gonna be cheap. Yes, it is yours forever and ever and amen, but you're going to spend a lot of money to do it. And option number 3 is a kind of a hybrid between a custom site and a do-it-yourself site. It's kind of a done with you site. You will choose the template that you want. They will build it out for you and deliver it to you on a silver platter, ready to use. And as a result, it is significantly less expensive and less time consuming to do it this way. The downside is that you don't own this website. It's kind of like the difference between owning and renting. So if you ever terminate their service, you've got to start over from scratch with a different website. No matter which way you go, the website is not free. It's going to cost you some money, but I consider it the cost of doing business. You have to spend money for sale signs, for lock boxes, for your dues, your office dues, your NAR dues. You got to pay this stuff whether you want to or not. It is the cost of doing business. And in my opinion, your website is right up there as one of those costs. Suck it up, Buttercup, and get yourself a website. Now, having the website alone is not enough to make you rank at the top of the Google search results. You've got to put great hyper-local content on your website if you want to start getting tons of free business from Google. Now, you're probably saying, I don't have the faintest idea how I will do that. Well, I got you covered. Because in this video right here, I talk about my favorite keyword research tool and how I use it to make content that ranks at the top of the Google search results, not just websites, but also my YouTube videos. So catch you on that video next.